on just the version. Please put your hands together to help me welcome my buddy Gavin Clarkson.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here. I get what everyone is thinking. Wait, if he's here, who's teaching all of the night classes on Microsoft Excel? I get the vibe that I put off. You're not wrong. I am great with Microsoft Excel. So thank you. What about sex with girls, Gavin? No. No, that is not how I choose to spread my sheets. It's not how I do it. Of course, I'm good at Microsoft Excel. Microsoft Excel is the only thing they let you be good at when your head is almost as big as your torso. So, I wanted to be good at other things. I really did. I remember being in school and being like, hey, can I try a sport? And they're like, no, here's a keyboard, saddle up. This is what you do forever now. We can't put you out on a field. You'd be too tippy. It wouldn't work. I also understand everyone in here has the same question for me. I get it. It's the same question that everybody who meets me has for me. They always want to know, Gavin, how does somebody with your shape and texture and vernacular, how does somebody that speaks and looks like you somehow still manage to accumulate that much raw sexual energy? How do you do it? And I'll tell you how I do it, dear audience. I'll tell you my secret. The secret is empathy. Empathy and 6 push-ups before bath time. That's how you be a man. Because if you want to be a man these days, if you want to be a hard man, you got to be a little bit semi-soft. That's the secret. Just a little bit semi-soft. Just like semi-soft like ice cream that's just the perfect temperature and super easy to spoon. That's me. Super easy to spoon. Welcome. I am a married man, so you're all welcome for that as well. Every dude in here just suddenly loosened his grip on his lady a little bit at that revelation. Sorry, bitches, this hunk of salted beef is off the market. Too busy being spooned elsewhere. I am married, and I feel like I didn't need to tell any of you that. Even when I'm not wearing my wedding ring, people just seem to expect of me. Like they just expect that I'm married and just came into the world this way. Like, I don't know what it is. It just must be something about the way that I stand and the way that I speak that people are like, oh, that's a guy that fucks for keeps. That was kind of fun. That even had a little bit of a rhyme to it, too. That was fun. That was neat. I don't know if anyone else had that particular Dr. Seuss book growing up as a kid, though. Anyone remember that one? The one that goes like, see that man, the way he stands, the way he speaks, that's the man that fucks for keeps. He knew his dates would be pretty slim, so he stuck around once he got it in. That was my strategy. That's exactly how I did it. I wanted to lock things down early, because to be a little bit vulnerable with you, my dear audience, I don't want to get too familiar, but the amount of women that I had had sexual contact with at the point that I met my now wife could have been counted on the one hand of a pirate that's been in a cannon accident. So. Yar, 3 boots. I'll lock that down. Before I proceed, I did want to check in with everyone here. I don't want to get like step on anyone's sensitivities. Has everyone in here had adequate time to mourn the passing of the Queen? Has everyone had the time they needed for that? Yeah. Yeah, you did. I don't know, like, if you're anything like like me, I didn't get what was happening. I didn't give a shit at all. I didn't understand. I don't have any connection with the royal family. I don't care. Like, I remember all of the news channels are being like, Elizabeth has died. And I'm like, is that somebody's aunt? What happened? What's going on? I didn't get it. Like, we're Canadians. We don't have that connection with the royal family. So I think everybody, when that news broke, was the same. We had no reaction to it. We didn't give a shit until the Canadian government came on the TV and they're just like, we're thinking of making a national holiday to mark her passing. And suddenly every Canadian was like, as a royal member of the British Commonwealth, I feel I need some time. Make it 2 days, 3. Give me a day for each one of her poor blessed corgis. Give me one. Good morning there, dear mummy. I travel a lot doing this, so I'm away from home a lot without my wife, so I get like lonely and bored. And this happened to me recently. I was out for a weekend at a town I was unfamiliar with nothing to do all day. And I decided I would treat myself to a little bit of something. I would treat myself to something that I hadn't tried in a long time. Thought I'd treat myself to a little bit of weed. Thought that would be fun. That would be a fun thing that I could do. Because I haven't smoked weed in like 8 years. It's something that I just kind of dropped and never picked up again. And I decided I'm in an unfamiliar place that I don't know and know nobody. This seems like a great place to try it again. And I quickly learned, nobody told me this, that if you haven't smoked weed in like 8 years, you can't just go and pick it up again. Don't do that. What a terrible drug that can be. Wow. I had an awful time. I didn't know how to get it. First off, when I quit, I was doing it socially at parties, so I never had to go to a dispensary, and they weren't as common as they are now. I didn't know how they worked. I didn't know if I would go to like this big secure building and show my ID and be like, 1 citizen's unit of marijuana, please. I believe I'm due a quota. Didn't know how it would work, but it's easy. They're just beautiful little boutiques now. It's super simple. So I went in and got a couple of pre-rolls and went for a walk outside of my hotel to enjoy my marijuana, which is something that I was very quickly not doing at all. It kicked in just as I got far enough from my hotel that I wasn't familiar with anything around me. And here's the thing. I'm a beer guy. Like beer, alcohol, that's my thing. It's familiar, it's comfortable. I've never had 1 too many sips of a beer and suddenly become afraid of where I was standing. Do you understand? This has never happened to me. I've never been enjoying like a flight at a brewery and being like, ooh, smoky. Not for me, but some people like that. That's good. How about this one? Caramel, really strong hints of caramel. Love that. Big fan of the reds. How about this one? I need to go home right now. Right now. I need to go home because I've been drinking beer and everybody knows I've been drinking beer. They hate me for it. It's never happened to me. It's never happened. I did manage to struggle my way home and like get back to my hotel and just have my head down the whole time. But I did have to make one stop on the way there. And like when you're too drunk and you run into sober people, you just want them to come along for the ride with you. You want them to enjoy this time that you're having. Get a beer with me or get a shot. When you're too high and you run into people that aren't, you're just sorry for existing. It's terrible. I went into this one place and I was just like, hi, I'm sorry I'm here too. But I am currently hungrier than I am afraid of you, so you can get me however much this many's will pay for. I'll be on my way. Like, I don't understand the allure of marijuana. I haven't done it again since. I don't get the allure of like looking at a drug and thinking to yourself like, you know what, I don't have a social anxiety disorder, but I'd love to give it a try for a couple hours. It's not fun. Alright, you guys have been an absolute blast. I've been Gavin Clarkson. Thanks so much.